Leon, Mukuro, Hiro interest scrummed with Hook, Sojiro, and Diona. They argue who the best girl in Danganronpa is. Mukuro's gonna say Junko, Leon's gonna maybe say Sayaka, but maybe somebody else. Hiro, I don't know who Hiro would say. Hiroko. But what do you think these three characters would say? That's not an answer, that's something that I kind of want to pose a question to. Who do you think these three characters would think the best character in Danganronpa is? Good day, good people. It's another fine day in the year of the Radiance Toon Link. Dave Bravo, Dave Anomaly, you know, cars. We're not gonna belabor this because it's time. It is grand time for the Danganronpa Hunger Games, the Dangan-lympics, and it is Tag Team Last Stand. It is also getting down to the last stand for really second place at this point, so we'll see exactly how this plays out in the Hunger Games. A quick recap. Right now, Team Monokuma has 190 points, Team Monotaro has 185, Team Monofini has 140, Team Monosuke has 165, and so does Team Monodam with 165, and of course, Team Monokid's all the way in the head. They're gonna win first, 305 points, but that battle for second, it is literally anybody's game, and this could be a big game where you get those points. I'm gonna introduce everyone who's here because everyone is here who's not already in the tag team finale. So from start to end, because it is going to be a long one, let's get through. And we got Flower Power, Big Gremlin, Energy, Couples Counseling, IT Club, Hello Nurse, Bottomless Pit, Magic and Science, Snapshot, and Fan Club, all representing Team Monofini. Team Hamtaro, or Team Monotaro, sees Hamtaro, Father Knows Just, I Need a Hero, your OC Tag Team Champions, Blank Canvas, and your regular Agents of Chaos for the tag teams. High Flying, Anything for Her, debut album, True Gentlemen, and Star Pupils represent the red team. Team Monosuke sees Deep Pockets cut above the rest, Espionage, Glorious Domination, Theme Park Ride, Average Joe, Country Roads, Last Shot, and Magic Carpet Ride. Representing the dominant team, Kid Rock, Catch These Hands, Mage Against the Machine, Eternal Winter, Vengeance, Dinner Party, Girl Boss, our tag team champions, the Virtual Idols, and Time and Space, Boy Sleepover, and Unfair Outcast, Team Monodam sees Damnation. Clean Slice, Too Sweet, Surf Strikers, The Professionals, Poor Unfortunate Souls, 4 Master Togami, Made to Rule, Just Monica, and then lastly, Team Monokuma sees Split Path, Cataclysm, Spoken Word, Justice for All, Perfect Pitch, Turncoats, Where There's Smoke, There's Points to be Had, Lie, Cheat, Steal, Twin Magic, and Go, Baron Bunny. Once again, gonna be a long one, but I will remind you, this Friday is your go-home show before AvII-Mania 2 this Saturday. Get excited for it. And for those of you who have started school, hopefully you're having a first or second or not yet week of school. Good one. If you're not, live up those last couple of days. Pardon me, because you're coming back soon. Get your focus on. I digress. There is one more thing that we do technically have to do just in case. Because this match could be for the Tag Team Championships. Let's see. Tag Team Agents of Chaos. Once again, pretty low odds, but not at all impossible because this team has already reigned chaos at 5% this season. So, in 3, 2, 1. Let's see what happens. Not gonna wait too long because once again, we got a long episode on our hands. I know it. In my heart of hearts, we see. Absolutely not. Virtual Idols will be going on to the title match with titles in hand. The season finale. Good luck to them, but go and get ready. Make your comments. First, second, third, your comments are important. Last time I asked you, and I won't ask a question this time, simply because next time isn't in a format where we actually read the questions in the Hunger Games, and there's not going to be any next week because I will be out of town, so keep that in mind. But there'll probably be something going up Thursday, Friday, so get ready for that. Focus on me, though. Right here, eye to eye, as I do go through your questions from last time, because there were some good ones, some good shouts. Last time I asked you, give me your favorite show from your childhood, but then also give me one that's completely underrated or often goes under the radar that you think could use a little bit more love, and there's a couple that I just never heard of. As we go through some of them. Like Ryan saying, a kid show I really liked and I don't know if enough gets enough respect was Pocoyo, which I think was on like Disney XD. I thought it was pretty neat. Ribbon gives spoilers saying Sabigo really popped off until, you know, until she died. It does indeed happen. Me, YouTuber friend, says, let's hope Void trips and breaks his neck, Lamau. Common Nagito, use your hope. I mean your luck. Let me see. Opening now says, AvI, what is Asner cooking? We learned, unfortunately. We learned, but also said Cyber Chase, which also. Favorite childhood cartoon? I love that one. They have a banger theme song too. Cyber Chase, we're moving. We're beating Hacker at his game. It's a banger, not for nothing. They still make it too. My niece likes it. One that needs more recognition is Iron Man, Armored Adventure, or Generator Rex. Never heard of the Iron Man one, but I have heard of Generator Rex. I don't think that show gets enough shine either. Sharmila, favorite cartoon, would say Teen Titans, which is a classic. Good old pick. One that you don't think gets enough shine is Rugrats, because I think Angelica's hated a lot if I recall. I used to love Rugrats as a kid. Tommy was my favorite. I had this one toy that, like, he had, like, the cereal box, and it would shoot out, like, green disc like it was Reptar cereal. It was pretty dope. I don't even think it was just green, but it was pretty dope. Kotoko. Points out that Kotoko, rather, managed to get in these Chaos episodes, but not Kotoko. Apparently, Kotoko is just like a Chaos avoider, but says favorite series, childhood series, and you know what? Recess, which I don't think gets talked about enough either. Not for nothing. Big time. Or Grobe, which I'm not sure I've heard of. Grobe Pause. That was called in my place. June, pardon me, says for the question, Ruby Gloom, which I feel like I've heard of, but also Ultimate Spider-Man, which I think was pretty good. Kuzu Soda says Wander Over Yonder, which I did catch some of. That was kind of in my transitional period between, like, really like viewing cartoons and then also, like, not watching too many cartoons anymore. Sometimes I'll, like, be like, oh, that's an interesting cartoon. But yeah, it was not a bad watch. Haven't seen all of it, but, like, it had some bits. It had some bits and pieces. It had some good jokes. Dragon Voice Czar. Tried to make a W, not his fault. Someone else had a problem with it. Time for gold. Seesaw Man, good luck. Did not get the win, though. You hate to see it. But also said favorite cartoon. I had obsessive faves liking as a kid. Ben 10, y'all know how I feel about Ben 10 and the Total Drama series I'm rather fond of. Wouldn't call them underground. As for underground, Time Warp Trio, which feels like Discovery Kids. Part of me feels like I've heard the name, but I've definitely never heard of the show. But based on the premise that you gave, it does sound pretty interesting. It does sound like it sounds like a Discovery Kids show, not gonna lie. JFJ once again failing to get the title himself, but make another star in the process. Lady Psychic. Favorite childhood show was the OG Powerpuff Girls. I haven't seen a lot of the reboot. I don't know if it's any good. It might not be. Some of the reboots, and I'll say this, some of the reboots, terrible, but some reboots actually, like, hit the nail on the head, or the hammer on the nail on the head. Like the DuckTales reboot, that's real good. There's a couple other reboots I'm like, oh, that's actually real good. Some of my other favorites were Courage the Cowardly Dog, Dexter's Lab, and one that you liked that was not mentioned by a lot of people is Road Rovers. That is, honestly never heard of that one, not for nothing. And then lastly, let me actually X out this just in case. I think I got everybody. I didn't get everybody. There's a couple that I replied to and it just didn't show up. Chris, it looks like the robots won the uprising. It's happening. You're dang right. Let me see. Anthony Sub showed me the kitchen gun, the source, and thank you for that because it was amazing. And then lastly, Matthew Glover. Favorite cartoon childhood show was Ben 10. Underrated one was Hero 108, which I do actually remember, surprisingly enough. I didn't select a favorite, but like, I'm gonna give it to everybody because like doing that walk down memory lane, I don't know, it kind of felt me. It made me feel real good. We got a show to get on the road, and it's gonna be a long one. So let's. Pablo, you down here? Is he on the? Is he asleep again? Gosh darn it, Pablo. He can't be asleep 2 hours. Do I wake him up? No. No. Man, we need Asnir back. It's just been not chaotic at all. Somehow, someway, I think I miss it ever so slightly. AvII-Mania. I'm hoping. I think we're all hoping for Elite AVW. Otherwise, we might be in some trouble. One of Asnir's kids. Are you guys like, how? I'm not even gonna ask any questions because, you know, I feel for you. Having your literal absentee father just turn heel. Actually didn't turn heel, I guess forcibly got controlled and transformed by Void. You might not even know all of that here. I'm not gonna say another word. Just, look, they're gonna bring your daddy home, I promise you. How many times? One more good toss. 4 times. Thanks, Kevin. Let's do this. Big time episode with not just 1, not 2, not even 3, but a full set. A fantastic set of 4. I didn't actually click the 4th one. There we go. 4 resimulations. It's a big fight feel, so many competitors, and no title on the line, but it is a spot in the tag team finale. One last spot. Let's see how it goes. We'll proceed, and we see the Bloodbath Hornbearers. Do what you do. Most excellent. Now, Mishima. Rest his soul. Comes to the arena to capture Tama, a dangerous killer who escaped from an insane asylum. A stray bolt of lightning causes Monotaro and Yunjin to switch bodies. Miku and Hook have a competition to see how many Komodo dragons they can kill. They can kill this game. Angie runs away. Ryoma strangles Noir after engaging a fist fight. Hajime runs away from the cornucopia. Ophelia runs away as well. Juzo falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Monokuma overpowers Nagito, killing him. Crazy Oko can't remember who she is. Jack tries to help her remember. Ruka realizes that dying doesn't mean anything in this endless cycle of despair. She's gonna live it up. Mikan, Daisaku, Serval, and Zenkichi share everything they gather before running off. Yukiko sets off explosive, taking out Rhyme and Sarah. Mukuro runs away from the cornucopia. Sakura runs away as well, so does Taka and Kazuichi. Paimon's been dilling and dallying and has an essay due. Reiko, Big Junko, Nemona, Kaito, and Akane have a party to boost morale. During it, Nemona turns off the lights and kills Reiko. Not Reiko, oh no. I guess there's some bad blood brewing because both of those ladies are in the ladder match come AvII-Mania time. Nagisa finds a book titled To Cook Arthur, a Beginner's Guide. Arthur's both amazed and horrified at the level of detail within this book. Jin, now, and to do run away from the cornucopia. Yusuke takes a circle from his other cornucopia. Zhongli runs away, so does Sonya. Wanderer finds a vision. I mean, yeah. Takemichi gets his hands on a pair of scissors, commits genocide on Mona, Masaru, and Gundam. Well then, George runs away. Dusthammer 1 shoves Gonta's sword down his own throat. I don't know how he did it, I guess with a hammering motion. Tinko spots her prized possession amongst the supplies, tries to grab it rather, but Junko gets it first. Boss steps off the podium too soon, blows up. Seiko grabs a shovel. And Boss has a lot to prove too. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking AvII-Mania. We shouldn't actually be doing that. But Boss, first ever winner of a ladder match at AvII-Mania. Can she do it for 2 years in a row? As I pull up my list of World Pancake Championship Invitational entries, Seiko gets a shovel, but Crazy Oko Extra Large gets that entry. If I have a pen, I think I might have one in my pocket. I had one to sign a card. Oh, it might be in the bag that I had from the store. Regardless, I got another one. Kyoko XL. Get in there. Nane Achiaki plays all the horn-bearer instruments at once. It's so beautiful that the horn-bearers are subdued and say, hey, you got this, champ. Buki falls into a pit and dies. Mika realizes that all of this dying, this endless cycle of despair, don't mean a thing. He's gonna live it up. It doesn't mean a thing here, Mika, but it does mean a thing in a certain Nuzlocke. Kamara runs away from the cornucopia, so does Ayato. Monica rides the flying bison into the arena. Futaba grabs a backpack. Chi-Chi runs away. Fun fact, a group of alligators is called a congregation. Dr. Taichi has let the alligators into the arena, not the doctors. I don't know what a group of doctors is called. Medical convention? Fat Togami runs away from the cornucopia. Joe brought a tray of freshly baked cookies. Amame doesn't get any though. Amame deserves some. Aiko runs away from the cornucopia. Oda forces Monosuke to start saying, please give me wings. You know what I wish that... Let me stop. I was gonna say, I wish that, because like, OBS at the bottom of the screen has CPU usage. I wish it also gave me like, storage remaining. I mean, I'm fine right now, but I was like, that might be just a good idea for them to have. Oda forces Monosuke to start saying, please give me wings. Gin finds Kizakuro's corpse. Kizakura is not surprised by this discovery. It's from a previous game after all. Camilla runs away from the cornucopia. Mahiru gets a shuckle. Amber opens the pack of gum. Ranger, Mondo, and Kazuha want some. Vault shoves Maya's sword down her own throat. Kyutaro runs away from the cornucopia. Kibo's got that wizard rope. Hina and Joker fight Peko and Celeste. Peko and Celeste win. Fair enough. Layton falls into a pit and dies. Yelan runs away from the cornucopia. Kotoko plays all the horn-bearer instruments at once. They are subdued. They let her play for the rest of the game. Chihiro time travels in from a past game and his blue police callbacks. Toko realizes that dying doesn't mean anything in this endless cycle of despair. Gonna live it up. Shoma ignores the opening ceremonies, plays game with Izue instead. Aiba finds him out of cornucopia. In the cornucopia, Mizuki gets a kitchen knife and stabs Himiko. There will be no mage against the machine. I mean, they could still win, I guess. Diona, Monophony, and Corey Chester assist each other in getting the best of weapons. Leon runs away from the cornucopia. Eula closes up next to Natasha and Ifumi looking for allies. Mishima runs away. Fischl grabs a shovel. Nakamura runs away from the cornucopia. Mizuki XL stabs Kanji with a butcher's knife repeatedly, all while laughing wildly. The dominant one from one open challenge takes out the very losing one from the other one. Poetry. Mozu runs away from the cornucopia. Gozu finds some AvI-shaped popsicles. Kobule comes to the arena to capture a dangerous killer, escape from an insane asylum. Leon severely injures Monica and leaves him there to die. You're on the same team, y'all. March and Ayaka compare the knives they found. Mai comes in with a spoon, gets laughed at. It's a stirring spoon. Y'all about to get bopped. Monica begins walking on a plan to overthrow Monokuma. Tiki finds a wizard rope. Queen and Violet fight Yosuke and Monica. Yosuke and Monica survive. Faruzan finds a cornucopia. The kazoo in the cornucopia. Plays it tremendously. Fails tremendously. Togami and Iris run away. Tengen Fire, oh no, spots a shiny red button, presses it. Anna, Noelle, Sayaka, Monodam, Kai, Queen, Komeiji, Makoto, and Kotoka spontaneously combust. Tengen. Mew runs away from the cornucopia, so Jiro finds a huge rocket launcher. Kanon shoots an arrow to Pennyworth's head. Hiro begins working on a plan to overthrow Monokuma. Kurumi scares Daddy away from the cornucopia. Ranmaru takes a shock from the other cornucopia. Clover, Raiden Shogun, and Usami arrive at the games as a group, penalized 50 luck because they're late. Fuga, Nahida, pardon me, and Jotaro assist each other getting the best of weapons. Kizzy runs away from the cornucopia. Sato finds a samurai's sword, enhancing her senses, unsheathing that sword, slicing Kawakami in two before walking away. Kokichi is possessed by Asner of the 39th dimension. Watch out, that is usually really bad, but in this case, really badder. Oh no! Munakata kills Uemiya for her supplies. Rindel receives a trident from inside the cornucopia. Maki finds some AvI-shaped popsicles. Hiroko begins walking on a plan to overthrow Monokuma. Haiji runs away from the cornucopia. Grand Boy is sick and tired, that's why they're not here today. And Yuta and Alice wrestle over a bag. Natsumi comes in, throws pockets into both of them, allowing her to snatch the bag with ease. We lost quite a few, but that's just the bloodbath. This is day one. Fischl asks for Hajime's axolotl. He gets confused. Monotaro works at Yoko's, which happens to be hiring. Monosuke is horrified when Daisaku goes to a job interview for it. Mukuro, Hook, the doctor, hold an intervention by pancake addiction. I show up, and I think I would show up to you three. Love Mukuro, Hook's a bean, and the doctor's the doctor. I'm not gonna listen to them though. Joko comes. I'm actually gonna act. This seems like a good group to listen to, because I think they'd be entertaining. Junko commits a crime, runs away giggling. Ayaka collects a fruit from a tree, rather. Gin catches Renmar off guard and kills him. Mishima wants AvII to give Waffles a chance. Of course you would, you fiend. Eula steps on a Lego brick, shrugs off the pain. Nayada gets a hold of my soundboard and plays I Want It That Way. I suppose you might. Sonya kills Serval as she tries to run. Thomas spins so fast she becomes a human Beyblade. Yunjin and Amber. Hands Amber and Jin an invitation to her birthday party. They both tear it up. Hero accidentally bursts out the fact that he likes Iris in a non-platonic way. She declines the confession, saying, no thanks. I only accept the love of tier 3 subs. Clover searches for firewood. Monokuma, March, and Kizakura come up with a complicated escape plan. AvII confuses Jotaro for Hilda? How? Alright, hear me out. They are both dominant forces in their own separate fields. Hilda became unfortunately Hilda became AWE champion. But she couldn't beat Paimon because that's the one and we acknowledge her. Jotaro, he's kind of a tag team god, and will he show off his powers again today? Donna eats dirt. Yum. Pekka remembers about season 1. Kanon puts cat ears on Nagisa. It's kinda cute. Crazy Oak Extra Large uses their special attack on Leon. Leon. The Mega Destruction Ball of Darkness and Destruction. It did no damage. Seiko investigates the school grounds. Yosuke asks, AvII can join the World Pancake Championship Invitational. He's been a great champion so far. Also, that might be something we do during the week that I'm gone. We might start to just set up, I might set up the AWE, like, what? I don't know what I want to call them, like the AW Awards for like our first season, the 20, because you know, AvII-Mania to AvII-Mania is kind of our season. We'll see. But Yosuke, yeah, you can get in here. He's been a great wrestler. And he, like, ever since his debut, he's kind of been continuing to prove his worth. Cashed in the golden ticket. He is one heck of a guy. Aiba smacks the taste out of Natsumi's mouth. Monica encounters a fruit bat. Got her on her side. Fumi attempts to strangle Professor Mishima. Akulu massages his shoulders. Nekomaru confesses how much he's come to hate Ophelia. Ophelia says the feeling's mutual. Futaba starts planting seedlings for her garden, and now we see a whole bunch of people all over the place. Togami acknowledges Zhongli, Nimona, and Kyutaro. Akulu kisses underneath the mistletoe. Natasha, Yukiko, Mozu, Nao, and Aiko look for more people to kill. Oh my, Shoma makes a tier list. All the other tributes: Celeste's S rank, Tinko's A, Rendo's C, Mika's F, and Farazan didn't even make the list. Fuga sees Angie holding a meeting with Fat Togami, Maki, and Baruka. Yelan glares at Big Junko and says, "Do you want to die?" Big Junko runs away. Apparently Yelan's even threatening to a giant lass. Come on, questions her sanity. Sojiro's the best in the world. Daddy invades Usami's privacy and listens to her sing in the shower. He would. Aito attempts to strangle Monophony. Massages her instead. Joe, Mizuki Extra Large, Mahiro, and Crazy Ogo hunt for other tributes. For a moment, Akane thought she saw Junko and Omama. She was just seeing things, right? Kazuichi eats cheese puffs. Kizi exclaims not to come nose for every reason in particular. Toko panders to the audience. Zenkichi confides in Alice. Ranger. Well, Kazuo gets into a scrum debate with Monica, Leon, and Mondo. They argue over who will let him in next, Saturday V or Monday V. Both. Once this whole void thing is over, hopefully. But for right now, y'all know what this is. Munakata, Izuyoi, Jack, Corey, Sakura, Justice Hammer 1 are forced to play the majority game. Justice Hammer 1 received the most votes, but was the sacrifice, so everyone else gets executed, except for one person of Justice Hammer 1's choice, and they choose Sakura. Bum 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 bum. Shum bum bum bum. Ba-da-ba-dum bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Most excellent, but you know what else is most excellent? I almost play Rebel Heart, but I'm not against it, honestly. Tinkin searches for firewood. Oda does a sick kickflip, fails landing, falls flat on his face. Kibo gives Chi-Chi his blessings to marry Takamichi. Clearly they don't know what he's on about, but Chi-Chi especially. Haiji and Mizuki talk about their lives. Raiden Shogun starts a cult. I think everyone's gonna happily join low-key. Kokichi receives a medical supplies from a secret admirer. Ryoma starts to go insane. Wanderer starts a cult. Toko. I don't know if everyone's gonna join this one. But honestly, knowing the internet, they might. Toko, Mikan, Miku, and Yuta happily join. Kumi. She's a gift from a secret admirer to Giant Stuffed Bear. Sato wants to be a stepping stone for everyone else. Arthur sits down and says, "Hey, let's have a talk." Hiroka gets off to a rocky start with her new professor, Mew. Professor Mew sounds like my worst nightmare. Gozu slurps his fresh applesauce and ice. Paimon's not, is actually funny, is always funny, and always will be funny, and we acknowledge her for it. Taka actually bursts out the fact that he likes Tiki in a non-platonic way. Tiki says, "You're no Marmar." Kole, Yusuke, and Komaru discuss the killing life so far. Mame hates how she acted in the past, wants to move past this phase in her life and actually become a better person. Listen here, George does not like Chihiro, he's gonna bark at her, bark at him now. And Kaito can't wait to kill Sayaka this game. We fitting! Admittedly, very fitting. If there were ever a Day 1 arena event to have at this juncture, at this point in the timeline, it is. They're preparing for AvII-Mania. The Doctor viciously slams Mahiru, Nahida, and Professor Mishima through separate tables, leaving them all laying motionless. Mizuki Extra Large and Hajime set up the announcer's tables. Monokuma helps configure the Titantron. Ryoma, Camilla, Yulo push the giant Statue of Liberty into position. Kanan and Oda set up the announcer's table. Daddy falls from atop the Titantron. Tengen and Ufumi set up the announcer's table. Usami, Mai, Ruka help push the giant Statue of Liberty into position. Kizzy viciously slams Ranger, Komaru, and Ophelia through separate tables, leaving them all motionless. Now and Natsumi and Nane Achiaki help push the giant Statue of Liberty into position. Maki configures that Titantron. Tinko and Mondo set up the announcer's tables. Kotoko sets up chairs for the audience. Good on you. Mishima, Nagisa, Monofony, and Crazy Yoko Extra Large all help move the giant Statue of Liberty, but it falls over, crushing them all. Yuta dyes the ring ropes red, white, and blue clover. I'm so excited for AvII-Mania. The stage is set. It's gonna be fun. Clover helps configure the Titantron. Jin trips and falls way down the ramp and crashes into the steel stairs, doesn't get back up. Seiko falls from atop the Titantron. Big Junko, Kaito, and Kokichi. Interesting combination here, actually. Big Junko, and then Kaito and Kokichi help move the giant Statue of Liberty, falls over, crushing them all. Maybe Big Junko was the Statue of Liberty we met along the way. Kibo and Hook set up the announcer's table. Ayaka falls all the way down the ramp into the steel stairs, doesn't get back up. Kurumi falls from atop the Titantron. Natasha viciously slams Faruzan, Amber, and Yukiko through separate tables, leaving them all motionless. Gozu then slams Toko, Mika, and Tama through tables, leaving them all motionless. Gin helps configure the Titantron. Kazuha helps configure as well. Alice sets up chairs for the audience. March, Kyutaro, Haiji, and not Crazy Kazuichi partner at War Games Kazuichi. It falls over, crushing them all. Akane sets up chairs for the audience, and we still have plenty more of this song to go, actually, because Chihiro, Justice Hammer 1, walking the ring ropes like tight ropes. Aiko pounds against them, causing them both to fall, breaking their necks. Arthur helps configure the Titantron. Lian, Raiden Shogun, and Amame help push the giant Statue of Liberty into place. And Kichi and Sonya also are having a good time on the ring ropes, but Yunjin says, "Fall to your doom," as all 9 of these competitors help set up the Statue of Liberty, make that 12. Aiba configures the Titantron. Yelan dies the ropes. Fischl configures the Titantron. Fuga dies the ropes. Monosuke helps set up chairs for the audience, and now Mikan has Rindo in a sleeper hold. This isn't even a submission match. Mikan doesn't let go until Rindo draws his final breath. Monica has Joe in a sleeper hold. Monica doesn't let go until Joe draws his final breath, and Monica helps configure. So many Monicas. Configure the Titantron. Shoma helps configure as well. Fatagami and Takamichi walking the ring ropes like tight ropes down and bounce against them, says perish. Sato crawls under the ring, is never heard from again. Sojiro helps configure the Titantron. Zhongli falls from atop the Titantron. So does Chi-Chi. She's dead again. Futaba. But she will have her first major life event match. Will she make the most of it? Futaba, Hiroko, and Muku push the giant Statue of Liberty into place. Mew, Nekomaru, and Daisaku and Kizakura try to do that as well, except it falls over. Crazy Yoko, not extra large, extra small, and Tiki set up at the announcer's table. Wanderer helps configure the Titantron. Angie does the same. Celeste dies the ring ropes. Mukuro has Ayato in a sleeper hold, doesn't let go until he draws his final breath. George configures that Titantron. Jotaro dies those ring ropes, so does the duo. Togami falls from the top of it, and Monica, Sakura, and Monotaro help push the giant Statue of Liberty in position, and Mozu falls from atop the Titantron. 87. There's still so many left to go, but there's not so many days left until AvII-Mania 2. This Saturday, see where the story ends. Who will leave the AWE, lead AV, or void? This Claire de Lune will get us one step closer to that answer. Noir, Juzo, Nagito, Rhyme, Sarah, Reiko, Mona, Masaru, Gundam, Gonta, Boss, Ibuki, Maya, Hina, Joker, Layton, Himiko, Kanji, Monokid, Queen, Violet, Anna, Noelle, Sayaka, Monodam, Kai, Queen, Komeiji, Makoto, Kotoka, Pennyworth, Kawakami, Yoimiya, Grand Boy, Ranmaru, Serval, Munakata, Izioi, Jack, Kori, Mahiru, Nahida, Professor Mishima, Daddy, Ranger, Komaru, Ophelia, Mishima, Nagisa, Monofony, Crazy Oak Extra Large, Jin, Seiko, Big Junko, Kaito, Kokichi, Ayaka, Kurumi, Faruzan, Amber, Yukiko, Toko, Mika, Tama, March, Kyutaro, Haiji, Kazuichi, Chihiro, Justice Samurai 1, Zenkichi, Sonya, Rendo, Joe, Batogami, Takamichi, Sato, Zhongli, Chichi, Mew, Nakamaru, Daisaku, Kizakura, Ayato, Togami, and Mozu, and we'll see everybody's statuses. We still got a whole bunch of people to lose, don't we? 76, huh? But that's a start. That is indeed a start. I am still gonna slow scroll. We won't, like, actually go through anyone who's left until we get to, like, a standard-sized game. And I think y'all know that at this point. Hello Nurse, though, completely in. Blank Canvas completely in. Could get you guys another fan vote. And fan voting is not gonna start this season until after the OC free-for-all, which should be this Sunday. Yes, it will be. Absolutely. Get excited for it. Cassie's Hand's completely in too. Dun, 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 dun. Just Monica's are all in. And there's I'm sure there's other teams that are completely in, like Perfect Pitch, teams of 2. But I digress. We have to proceed. We still have 76 left. Angie introduces Natsumi and Union to her imaginary friend. There's nobody there. So there's an event. And somebody's there. And I'm excited for it to come up. Taka cuddles against Monokuma. Mizuki XL steals Amame's first kiss. Aiko shouts from far. Is that a JoJo reference? Mizuki and Aiba huddle for warmth. Oh. The homies. Yula wakes up tied up and gagged to a chair. Yosuke giving her the worst torture imaginable. Marmaduke 2022 on loop. Clover's about to die, but Akane says it doesn't count. Iris kills Mondo while he's asleep. Rest in peace. Ryoma, Nani Achiaki, Gin, and Mai tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Sarah gets infected with its bear disease, starts clinging to Arthur. Ruka. Hajime Kanon ambush Monica, but Monica's able to fend them all off using a broomstick. Pekka, feeling especially kind, gives Gozu a muff, and Tiki says a swear word. Dedu covers Futaba's ears, and you know what? I was gonna say that I believe this part, but I don't believe that Tiki's gonna be saying the swear. She would never. Nimona charges their ultimate move. Everyone's in danger. Kazuha threatens Jotaro with a good time. Kibo sings a romantic song to the doctor. When the two lean in for a tender kiss, Hifumi is filming them. Kibo notices and shouts at Hifumi. Yuta ain't afraid of no ghosts. Lean is actually fairly terrified by some ghosts. I think that is actually canon. Maybe not the first part, but the Leon part I think is canon. Tengen receives yakiniku from an unknown sponsor. Crazy Oko loves all V3 survivors equally. Maki, Himiko, and Saki. Right, that sounds about right. Shoma tries to sing himself to sleep. Wanderer asks Monotaro, "What are you?" Monotaro responds, "Death," and kills the Wanderer. Well, rest in peace to him. Monokuma, Tinko, and Oda comment on what they find nice about each other to improve the mood. Walt and Yusuke take some pictures of the Aurora Borealis before heading to sleep for the night. Kotoko and Yeon tell each other their greatest fears in order to grow each other's trust. Aphie thinks Miku is from Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, I'll be frank. This one seems the most believable. Because she is from Pokemon Sword and Shield. She's the rival, right? Pretty sure. Monosuke battles Paimon in an intense game of rock, paper, scissors. Monosuke rather loses, has a sad feeling in his chest because you can't beat your traveling companion. Acknowledge her. Yeah. Leon, Mukuro, Hero intro scrummed with Hook, Sojiro, and Diona. They argue who the best girl in Danganronpa is. Mukuro's gonna say Junko, Leon's gonna maybe say Sayaka, but maybe somebody else. Hero, I don't know who Hero would say. Hiroko. But what do you think these three characters would say? That's not an answer. That's something that I kind of want to pose a question to. Who do you think these three characters would think the best character in Danganronpa is? Celeste catches Natasha rather off guard and kills her. Fuga begs for Camilla to kill him. She refuses, keeping Fuga alive. Mikon thinks about home. George wants to buy Hiroko's Gamer Girl bathwater. George perishes. Degenerate male. Official adds the description of this video. Kole sets up camp for the night. Kizzy stands outside of Now's camp with a candy pail. Now gives Kizzy a king-size candy bar. Maki loads her shotgun with a physical form of murderous intent. Usami and Raiden want cool nicknames similar to Ophelia, Dusk, and Odin Doc. Monica's unknown sponsor is AvII. Goes in some bias. I do like Monica. Alice gets infected with a spare disease, starts insulting everyone who passes him by relentlessly as day 2 begins. Futaba. Oh my gosh. Sucks the intelligence out of Tengen, leaving him literally dumbfounded. But Dedu has seen a lot of murders today, and all 6 of them were today. Because he saw Mukuro kill Aiko, Arthur, Yusuke, Fuga, Hook, and Kibo. Well, that's our soldier. Soldier girl tell him. Celeste defeats Leon in a fight but spares his life. Jotaro gets drenched in honey, sticky, Mizuki extra large, and Monica kisses awkwardly underneath the mistletoe. Hiroko and Tiki have a picnic on a cliff. Nothing goes wrong, surprisingly. Yosuke welt. Monosuke perform a fatal air combo on Kazuha, who has the animal vision, which is unfortunate for him. Clover works at AvII's and is sick and tired of so many people burning it down. And but also burning it down and defecting to Yoko's, so she burns Yoko's down. Luckily, Mizuki, who works there, bought insurance just last week. However, unfortunately, Yunjin, Alice, Maki, Kole, and Sakura all get burned alive. Clover considers this a win, didn't even have to use her axe. I forced Camilla to work at AvII's wares and despairs. Mikon and Kotoko say, hey, let's get some free food. Nemona advertises her Fangon to Nane Achiaki. Nane Achiaki's impressed and goes and checks it out. Crazy Yoko starts to go insane. You've been going insane for years now, Kyoko. Kyoko, you've been going insane for years. It's Tinko's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Good on you. Iba reminds you, yes, you, dear viewer, to stay hydrated. I need to stay hydrated because I actually don't think I have water in either one of my water bottles now. Tragic. I'm gonna get through this though. Paimon mistakes the year of the Zenith for the year of the Ascent and is promptly killed, but it's neither right now. It's the year of the Radiance. Monokuma sets up an ice cream stand, so Jiro joins as Monokuma's faithful assistant. Akane works at Yoko's. It happens to be hiring. Monoharu is horrified when Taka goes to a job interview before it, causing him to kill him. Well, Oda, Amame, Usami, and Natsumi are the alpha team. Oda's the leader, dorky but confident, fitting. Amame is the explosive expert who doesn't think before she speaks. Usami is a transportation expert because, well, she's got that tank. And Natsumi is the sharpshooter, Gozu. Holds Monica's head underwater, but Monica grabs his arm, pulls her into the lake with her. I didn't know she was that strong. Gozu, you gotta start working out. Or maybe Monica's just so strong we never knew. Monica, however, attempts to do a cool skateboarding trick to amuse Peko. Peko hates the attempt so much that she kills Monica with her own skateboard. Yikes. Hifumi, Kizzy, and Angie hold an intervention for my pancake addiction. I don't show up. I didn't care. Didn't ask. Plus ratio. Toodaloo. Mai accidentally destroys Kanon's cabbage stand. Her cabbages, man. Her cabbages. Hajime searches for all the AvII clones he hasn't met yet. Ruka tells Miku she's a cardboard clone of Ruka created by AvII. Ryoma gets drenched in honey sticky. Fischl drives up to Maki Donald's, wants an ice cream. Fortunately, machine is working. How dope. Now wants AvII to give Sayaka a chance. Yelan overhears this and kills Now for asking for the impossible. Shoma attempts to strangle Hiro, but Akira ends up massaging his shoulders too. There's been a lot of massaging going on. Maybe some of these folks are trying to start a massage clinic. We're about to have a little army of masseuses. Anyway, Raiden puts on a pair of stutter shades, increasing her aesthetic level tenfold, and it was already pretty high. Gin and Diona are envious. The Dr. Leon and Yuta, yes, hold an intervention by pancake addiction. I didn't come, but I did kill them all for trying to take my pancakes, you fiends. And Iris claims not the Naegis for no reason in particular. We lost. Y'all, this is crazy. This is actually kind of nuts. I mean, like, this is really, really fitting. If there were ever a week, so like, this is the perfect time for like that quote from Doofenshmirtz that if I had a nickel for every time that AvII-Mania arena events happen back to back, I'd have, I guess at this point, 1 nickel because of the way that I worded that. But you get the gist. Hit the music again. It is this weekend, so I guess we need all the help we can get to prepare. But Iris, Gin, Mizuki, and Leon help move the giant Statue of Liberty for AvII-Mania 2. but it falls over, crushing them all. Hajime viciously slams Crazy Yoko, Mikan, and Ryoma through separate tables, leaving them all motionless. Aiba and Yelan walk the ring ropes like tight ropes. Clover bounces against the ropes, causing them both to fall. Clover's been a menace during AvII-Mania season, but I guess that makes sense because Clover's going one-on-one with Miss Now in a tables championship match this Saturday. Natsumi dives the ring ropes, red, white, and blue. Monica sets up chairs for the audience. Haruka viciously slams Hiroko, Mizuki extra large, and Oda through separate tables, leaving them all motionless. Peko continues his Titantron. Fischl and Usami are jumping the ring ropes like tight ropes. Celeste breaks them and breaks their necks. Nimona and Miko set up announcers tables. Shoma, Angie, Monotaro, and Monica helps out with the Statue of Liberty. It falls over, crushing them all. Yosuke, Jotaro, Kizzy help push the Statue of Liberty, so does Camilla, Mai, and Diona. Amami dives the ring ropes. Akane and Tengen set up the announcer's table. Dedu dives ring ropes. Futaba configures the Titantron. Mukuro, Raiden, Monokuma, and Sojiro help move the giant Statue of Liberty. I like to imagine everyone's kind of just moving at like 2 feet, then every so often it just falls over and everyone else has to come and pick it back up. Monosuke and Welt set up the announcers' tables. Karumi, Kanon, Tenko help push the giant Statue of Liberty into place, so does Kotoko, Nana Chiaki, and Gozu. And Hiroko, I'm sorry, no, not Hiroko, just Hiro has Tiki in a sleeper hold. It's not a submission match. Hiro doesn't let go until Tiki has drawn her final breath. We now lost another good chunk. This episode might not be as long as I thought after this, this Claire de Lune 4. Eula, Mondo, Wanderer, Natasha, George, Aiko, Arthur, Yusuke, Fuga, Hook, Kibo, Kazuha, Yunjin, Alice, Maki, Kole, Sakura, Paimon, Taka, Monica, Now, the Doctor, Leon, Yuta, Iris, Gin, Mizuki, Leon, Crazy Yoko, Mikan, Ryoma, Aiba, Yelan, Hiroko, Mizuki Extra Large, Oda, Fischl, Usami, Shoma, Angie, Monotaro, Monica, Mukuro, Raiden, Monokuma, Sojiro, and Tiki. Whoo boy! AvII-Mania is running wild, is it not? You remember last time when Hello Nurse was completely in? That's not the truth anymore. Here. Check this out. We have 29 left. I said when we get to a standard size game, and we're not technically there yet, so I think we are gonna do another slow scroll. Surprisingly enough, huh? Just do a slow scroll and see how it goes. In terms of the teams that could get you guys fan votes, it would just be Blank Canvas and they're completely out, and it also would be our tag team champions, but I think Miku is still in. Could earn you guys a second fan vote, or yeah, a second fan vote for tag team action. Is it gonna happen though? Oh, Kizzy's also in. The champs are going strong. I digress. 29 left. They have a 2 out of 29 chance to do it all. Let's see if it happens. After this, proceed. Hiro, Hifumi, and Tengen argue about the V3's ending with Mai, Camilla, and Tenko. Tenko, the only one who's experienced it. Monica dies from hunger. Kotoko walks through a portal, trying to get her molecules all rearranged, but instead gets shocked and killed. Hajime cuddles up against Futaba. She's probably not gonna like that. Yosuke, Kanon, and Diona enter a scrum with Dedu, Miku, and Clover. This turns heated, and Kanon kills everyone on the other side. Wow. Huh. Okay. It's been a wild big ol' episode. Goodness gracious, it's been a wild big ol' episode. Celeste, Nana Chiaki, and Natsumi comment on what they find nice about each other to improve the mood. Gozu screams into the void. Peko rolls a nat 20. Dope, good on you. On intimidation, gives Welt, Nimona, and Ruka all heart attacks. Kizzy has a dream in which Monosuke's plotting to kill her. Star refuses to leave an injured Akane's side, and Amami accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm her. We're honestly probably close to the feast. I don't think we're gonna get it right now, but we're real close. Fumi's stronger than he appears. Kizzy, Hajime, Diona, and Peko raid Hero's camp while he's hunting. Tenko thinks it's too dang hot. Don't worry, it was actually really nice today. For real, Tenko thinks it's too dang hot. Nana Chiaki throws Kanon at Gozu. Yosuke rather tries to sleep the entire day. Natsumi tries to really get prepared for AvII-Mania. He's gonna need all the sleep he can get. Natsumi questions her sanity. Camilla's making Futaba's angry. Camilla's not gonna like Futaba when she's angry. You know, when Futaba's angry, she'll hit one flying Futaba and you might be down for the count. Monosuke drives up to Maki Donald's. Unfortunately, the ice cream machine is broken. Jotaro and me, we go way back. I don't think we do. But when it comes to the series, I guess we do go way back. Mai is not funny, has never been funny to her. She never will be funny. Yes, she will. And she can stab me in the back anytime. Tengen, however, is not funny, has never been funny, never will be. That might be true. Celeste also wants ice cream. The ice cream machine is working for her, though, in Akane's construction shack. Are we going back to AvII-Mania? Ha, for a second I thought we were. Instead, we're down to just 20 tributes. We'll actually look at who's left after this. Claire de Lune 4. Monica, Kotoko, Dedu, Miku, Clover, Welt, Nimona, Ruka, Amame. Let's go and take a peek. We still have, and this is also important for points, Couples Counseling has Jotaro, IT Club has Futaba, and Bottomless Pit has Akane. That is the only hope for Team Monofini to sweep. They actually do need the points, I believe, the most. Team Monotaro still has Hifumi. All of I Need a Hero, so good on them. They still have the AWE champion Yosuke, and that is not the end of them, because they also have Nana Ichiaki from Star Pupils. We go to Team Monosuke, the team that has been doing the worst generally. They could still sweep as well, with Deep Pockets Monosuke, the namesake of the team, cut above the rest still with Mai, and lastly, Hajime, Magikarp Ride. When we look at the team that's been dominating ever since the get-go, we have the Great Gozu for Catch These Hands, Girl Boss, Natsumi, and the Virtual Idols, your tag team champions. Kizzy could get you guys a rare second fan vote in tag team action. Could it happen? Who knows? Team Monodam has Pekka with 6 KOs from Clean Slice, so Strikers with Tinko, Poor Unfortunate Souls has Tengen, and they also have Camilla, so they're honestly doing a little bit better than average. Lastly, we see Team Monokuma still has Diona, Kanon, and they are actually just down to those 2. That's your final 20. 10 more into your Saving Grace picks. There is a decent chance we'll see the feast, but it's not confirmed yet. Really depends on how peaceful this next day goes. It is looking pretty okay. It's looking okay. It's looking kind of peaceful, at least at the start. Hero loves all V3 survivors equally, Maki, Himiko, and Saki. Celeste is just Gozu's personality given form, his split personality, huh? Down submits an application to join the squad, and here we see this is, goodness gracious, Jotaro, Tinko, and Kizzy play a game of Monopoly. Jotaro loses, fair. All of her properties and murders Tinko and Kizzy in a fit of rage. Jotaro, Monopoly does change people. It breaks friendships, and apparently it costs lives. Natsumi ain't afraid of no ghost. Akane is now half ghost, and Yosuke and Camilla have a tea party. Yosuke spills water on Camilla's lap, it burns like the real thing. Camilla could become AWE champion again this coming Saturday. I do look forward to that. We've never had a 2-time AWE champion on either side, the men's or the ladies. Mai starts to factory the match produces Mistletoe as a threat. Pekko goes to Luffito with Nana Ichiaki. Both die of exhaustion, goodness gracious. Tengen commits tax evasion. Monosuke and Hajime huddle together for once, it's a little bit awkward. Kanon has no weaknesses, and Hifumi decapitates Futaba with a sword. I believe we might see the feast. As the cornucopia is replenished with food, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families, Diona kills Gozu with a sickle. Akane gathers as much food as she possibly can before fleeing. Hero spears Jotaro in the abdomen. Camilla does not attend the feast. Hifumi stabs Hajime with a tree branch. Yosuke, Celeste, and Tengen are all looking at each other, avoiding conflict and getting the things that they need. Monosuke decides not to attend the feast. Kanon sets fire to Natsumi with a Molotov. And Mai bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Mai, oh no. Poor baby, we still have another day to get through those. Hifumi breaks the fourth wall and compliments you. Yes, you, dear viewer in particular. He says, your preference for anime is quite spectacular. Camilla dyes her hair gold. A blonde Camilla. I don't think it would be bad, but I really just think the purple really works for her. Celeste eats dirt. Yum. Monosuke finds the remains of a Viking ship. Diona receives milk splash from the secret mire. Tengen finds a bikini, puts it on a square, revealing, and I'm vomiting. Hiro, Kanon, and Akane and Yosuke swim in a mystical lake hidden deep beneath the arena. Waters turn them into chibi forms themselves. Magic doesn't always have to be useful, but it sure is cute. And unless there's one more AvII-Mania hiding and lurking, there's not. We lost exactly 10, which means we have exactly 10 left. So it's the final clarity of the episode for Tinko, Kizzy, Pekko, Nana Ichiaki, Futaba, Gozu, Jotaro, Hajime, Natsumi, Mai. See everybody's statuses. It's our final go round. Let me just double check. Indeed, it is a full set of 10, and I'm not even going to belabor the point. You know what it's time for. You know what you get to make. Saving Grace picks. Yeah. For Team Monophony, it is all on the line for Akane. She really needs to make at least the top 3. Preferably, she really wants to get that first place position. Can she get it done? For Team Monotaro, they could extend their second place lead real quick. Especially if they sweep, they still have 4 competitors in of our top 10, 40% chance that they do such a thing with Hifumi, Celeste, Hiro, or Yosuke. They could easily sweep. However, as we go on to Team Monosuke, they are just down to their leader, Monosuke himself. Can Monosuke do what Monokid did and really rally the people behind him? If he can, there's a chance they could even get further up the ladder and almost steal second place. As we go on, Team Monokid actually doesn't earn any points. They're completely out. And are they the only team that is completely out? Team Monodam does have Tengen and Camilla, so they could earn some points too. And lastly, Team Monokuma. Surprisingly enough, Team Monokid is the only team that's out. Never thought I'd see the day. Diona and Kanon remain for Team Monokuma. Who do you got? First, second, and third. It is big points season because these are the points that really matter, especially, or I'd rather just for second place, but they do indeed matter. I'm going to take for first, Camilla. She's dominant force. I think for some reason, this is going to be her moment of triumph. She's going to win today, go on to the tag team finale. I think she's going to win at AvII-Mania. I think we got so much on the line here. Let's see what else we got. Second place, I think I'm going to go for Yosuke because once again, he's been proving himself. He's held the tag team titles before, and I think he wants to get back to that point. And for third, I got to pick Celeste. I got to pick a member of the squad because we love our heroes out here, and I need a hero. Holding out for one until the end of the night. It's our final 10. You know who's here. And I'm not going to belabor it because we are in a big time rush. And everyone here's hearts. They're beating with the same pulse, determination, and perhaps even the same fate as that of a samurai woman. It's your final 10, and you know that this could end in a moment's notice, but let's see how this proceeds. As Hiro questions his sanity, Tengen thinks he's the protagonist in actuality, and Monosuke is the protagonist, and Tengen is the antagonist. Hifumi has a dream of Camilla winning. Is this a premonition? Is it? Remember this. If Camilla wins today or on Saturday, remember, maybe Hifumi is a soothsayer. Kanon ties Yosuke to a rocket and launches it into space. My gosh, Diona hesitates to kill Akane, so Akane blows herself up. No points for Team Monophony because Akane's tripping out here. Celeste also edits the description of this video as we go on to day 5, as Monosuke gets drenched in honey. Very yellow like himself, however, he's allergic and he does indeed perish. Unfortunate. Celeste receives a gift from a secret admirer. Oh god, it's repulsive. Hifumi, Kanon, and Camilla band together and fend off a pack of starving wolves. Diona ambushes Hiro and kills him. And Tengen's hat matches very well with his giant robot. We proceed to lose 4. 6 remaining, but it's still a samurai woman time after this terrible turnabout. 4. Yosuke, Akane, Monosuke, Hiro. And so, we'll see everybody's statuses one more again. Team Monophony, no points for them. Team Monotaro can no longer sweep either. They are down to just Hifumi and to Celeste. Team Monosuke also completely out. They lost their 1 remaining soul. Team Monosuke, we already know, is completely out. Team Monodam still has Tengen and Camilla, so they have a shot getting some big points. And Team Monokuma, they've got Diona and they still have Kanon. Could we see Cataclysm pull off a victory? Could we see Perfect Pitch, a team that's been rather quiet, steal the final spot on the bracket? It's your final 6. It's still Samurai Woman, and it could be the end of the episode once I click proceed. Will it? Let's see. Night 5 begins with Celeste and Camilla entering Diona's mind. It was a pleasant trip filled with sunshine and rainbows. Well, delightful. Tengen and Kanon hold hands. Well, delightful. And Hifumi finds a Deva in the arena and befriends it. This was just a really nice night. Into an okay day 2. Look at this. Celeste violently shakes a tree to knock loose some fruit. Tengen uses a spell to suck the tongues out of Hifumi, which fails because there's nothing to suck out. Kanon breaks the 4th wall and compliments you. Yes, you in particular. Kanon says that you have a great taste in baseball teams. The Mets. Diona fishes, and the rating pistol rates Camilla 13 points, while the rating pistol is dead wrong. She's a hundo P, you better believe. No fallen tribute, so we can continue with Samurai Woman, but This is where things go down to our final 5 as Tengen stands outside of Celeste's camp with a candy pail. Celeste gives Tengen a king-size candy bar. Camilla's trap kills Kanon. And Daona and Hifumi stare at each other through the crackling flames of their campfire, the thought of murder on each of their minds. It is our final 5, and stays 5 because Tengen offers to sell his friendship to Hifumi. Camilla sips on apple cider. I wish I had some, and Celeste sleeps the entire day away from everyone else. And Daona dyes her hair gold. Golden locks? Not opposed to it. We lost. For a second there, I thought we were going back to AvII-Mania, but instead we're going all the way to a terrible turnabout 4. Kanon. And as we see everybody's statuses one more again. We got Hifumi and Celeste for Team Monotaro. We have, all the way down here, Camilla and Tengen for Poor Unfortunate Souls and Made to Rule for Team Monodam. And lastly, we have Daona for Cataclysm, the last chance for Team Monokuma to earn points this episode. She's kind of at the disadvantage, but she could pull off 25. Between these 5, they're all kind of what we like to call within our Final 5. A full set of Final 5 this episode, a crises of fate. Let's do it. 5 competitors left. This massive episode slowly coming to an end as we see Celeste can't decide whether Daona should live or die. Camilla finds a Dark Dave in the arena, befriends it and sticks it on Tengen, and Hifumi walks into a portal and it gets it turned on. He gets shocked and killed. That means we're down to our final 3. It's Celeste, it's Daona, and it's Camilla, so all 3 of those teams will be earning points, but it's a matter of who will earn which points. That's the big question. Let's find out. Next turn, and it's not over yet, but Team Monokuma will earn the 10 points this episode as Camilla ambushes Daona and kills her. For a moment though, Celeste thought she saw Junko and Amama. Obviously she was seeing things. She was just seeing it, right? No way on her. We'll proceed, and unless it's AvII-Mania, it is not. We are down to just 2. It is an interesting final 2, and right now it is indeed a terrible turnabout 4. Tengen, Hifumi, Daona. Let's do a quick peek at everybody's statuses real quick to give you guys your final 2. It is Team Monotaro, who are currently in 2nd place, and it is Team Monodam, who are not right behind them, but could be closer behind them if they pull off this victory. And so I have to ask you, between Celeste and Camilla, just who will it be? Celeste? Camilla. Camilla's already got something to worry about this coming weekend at AvII-Mania 2. She will be going up against 7 other ladies to fight for a title that she was never pinned for, a title that she never got a rematch for after being brutally injured, and competing while brutally injured. This is her opportunity to shine, on her first opportunity to shine rather, on the grandest stage of them all. Will she be able to do it? I'm unsure, but this could be the momentum that she needs as we go up to see Celeste. Celeste, who was also shined, not on the... Yeah, I guess technically last year at AvII-Mania she was a part of a winning team. However, she also won on her own at the fight before Christmas, and now she wants to win on her own today, bring Hero all the way with her to the tag team finale. Who will it be? Both, neither Celeste or Camilla. Make it in the comments, make it known right now who you got, because we're about to proceed and find out. Between Camilla, Made to Rule, between Celeste, I Need a Hero. Could it be both? Could it be neither? For Team Monotaro or for Team Monodam, we see that the result is one and only. Or 2, or none. It is... the dominant force stays dominant as Camilla strangles Celeste with a rope. And so that momentum she will be riding all the way to Saturday. No championship in her hand right now, but this big win shows that she can outlast a large pack, which is exactly what she's going to need to do at AvII-Mania 2. And so without further ado, I announce that your winner, in a massive tag team last stand bout, She came, she saw, and she ruled. Without getting tossed into a giant light and nearly ending not just her career but her life, she bounces back and she wins. Camilla, from Made to Rule, takes the W. This actually, and I've been reading my chart all wrong, Team Monokuma is the one with 190, so this actually made this episode very, very interesting. Very, very interesting, especially when we look at the scoreboard, because now we have a tie at 200. Camilla brings her team to 190, and we'll go over this in a second. First of all, Camilla, she took the victory, and we can bring up the tag team bracket real quick. Camilla, Sonya. Sonya, who's been in these games for so long, has had dominant runs for so long, but has never held a title. Can Camilla help her get there? Made to Rule could be the team to do it. But I digress. Focus back on the scoreboard here. A tie for second at 200 and just 10 points behind. We see Team Monodam at 190. Team Monophony is going to have to pick up the slack if they want this, but I'll tell you what, once again, one sweep or even 2 victories between this episode and the OC free-for-all could really turn things around. Will it though? We'll have to wait and see. But the big picture here is that 200 and 200, Team Monokuma and Team Monotaro, it is neck and neck for second place, and Team Monodam's right behind them. 165 for Team Monosuke and 140 for Team Monophony. Right now, it still could go either way for either one of them. I'm intrigued to see how this upcoming battle on Friday is going to go. 1 versus 100, we'll see. We'll see, because it's a 1 versus 100 with you still a part of your team cluster. So we could see some teaming, some fantastic things go on. I'm excited to see how it plays out. That being said, bring me back. Camilla took victory. Celeste was second place, so close but so far. Diona third, Hifumi fourth, Tengen fifth, Kanon in sixth, Hiro seventh, Monosuke eighth, Akane ninth, and rounding off your top 10 was high-flying Yosuke. We'll do a slow scroll for everybody else because what a match it was. So much AvII-Mania running wild. So much AvII-Mania running wild. In fact, this episode's probably going to be called AvII-Mania 2 Running Wild. And I'm excited for it. I might even put the AvII-Mania logo on the... because it was just perfect. It was like, oh, perfect advertising. Oh, really funny. It was perfect RNG. We get those every so often. It doesn't even, like, not even every so often. It's honestly fairly often that we see something real canon or just real funny. We will proceed once again. It all started with Ryoma struggling to take out Noir, but it all ended with the one and the only Camilla. The dominant force. The ace. The queen. The master of the Fire Emblem. The twister, rather, of Fire Emblem Fates could be doing it off of ladders come this Saturday. But today, she celebrates this victory with Sonya. We'll proceed one more again. Tengen had 9 KOs, Mukura had 7, Clover with 6, Kanon with 6, Pekka with 6, Camilla, Celeste, and Yosuke with 4, Diona, Monica, and Takamichi with 3, everyone else with 2 or less. Made to Rule was your top 10 and your top team, and there's your top 10 teams. That's all I got. Because I don't want this episode to run too long. Next, or tomorrow's episode won't... I was going to say won't run as long as this probably won't because it is Orteal, but we'll see. We will see. We'll go back to the reaping one more again. Congratulations to the final team to make the bracket outside of any potential secret episode finds. Because I guess you have a whole week to do it since there's not going to be a next week kind of thing. Because I'll be out of town. So get excited. Get excited. Get ready. Do not fret. Do enjoy some spaghetti because it's going to be a fantastic time. I'm trying to determine when I got some thinking to do because I was gonna say Trails on Saturday would be on Sunday instead for AvII-Mania, but Sunday's gonna be the free-for-all. Tuesday will be that. Wednesday, I guess it could go up Wednesday or Thursday. You could just have a fun middle of the week double feature for Trails, but we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. If we just miss a week, we miss a week, or we could have a double upload on Sunday. Who knows? Who cares? It'll be a good time regardless. Once again, congratulations to Camilla because she is the one and only. She is indeed made to rule, and she proves it every single time she steps up to the bat. Toodaloo, Flight Crew, and until tomorrow for the 1 vs. 100 episodes, thank you for watching.